video says top 10 most successful entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, and what you can actually learn from them. Look, it's one thing that I said at the start of the video, but what can you actually learn from these people? The Mangaji, the Tristan Tate, the Andrew Tate, of course, the Elon Musk, okay, even Jordan Welch, all these young guys, they are making money. Of course, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Mr. Beast, all these names. What can you actually learn from them? Look, the first thing that you can learn from them is that you must know that money follows attention. And look, your shyness, your timidity, your oh, I'm an introverted person. Oh, I don't like to see the camera. Is going to lead to poverty. Kim Kardashian is a simple girl, but every time she puts the camera on her, and people are paying her millions and millions of dollars just to see her pictures. Look, your shyness, your timidity is going to lead to poverty. Money follows the attention that you can create. The second thing that you can learn from these people is that you must start somewhere. When you hear of Tristan Tate and Andrew Tate, these guys started as kickboxers. They started as kickboxers, earning not very much, maybe a few $1,000s to their name. But then as they grew up, they realized that look, I can actually diversify. So when you're starting out as an entrepreneur, don't say that you want to have different businesses here and there. Start somewhere. And then when you begin to see dividends from it, okay, it's one thing to start somewhere and then you're not seeing any result and say, oh, I should stick to it. You must give yourself a time frame, a target. When you set targets, you become successful. People that set targets, okay, businessmen, successful people, they have targets. They know that they give themselves, if they're giving themselves 3 years to try out a business, 5 years to try out a business, that is what they will need. If after that period of time and it doesn't work, that's when they say, wow, maybe I've been doing something wrong. And the truth is about iteration. Some people give themselves targets and they do the same thing for many, many years. It is only a fool that will do one thing 100 times and expect a different result. So try to iterate. Even while you are giving yourself targets and say you are doing something for 5 years or 3 years or 10 years, try to make sure that you are improving every simple time. That's one thing you can learn, that you must start somewhere. I've learned it from Iman Gaji. He started as a YouTuber. Then as time went on, he started a social media agency. And then now he's all over the world. It's very important that you start somewhere. The third thing that I can learn, that I've learned personally, that you must learn also from them, is what I call commitment. Commitment is what will get you to where you want to go. It's one thing to be disciplined, it's one thing to be consistent, but it's another thing to be committed. To be committed to your future, to be committed to the promise that you have, to be committed that you want to change your life. Look, if you're still sitting down wherever you are comfortable. The enemy of growth and progress is comfort. And if you're just sitting down where you are without doing anything, or maybe you're just watching this video and then saying, maybe I'm just not in the mood right now to make money or anything, you are comfortable, and that's why you will not get anywhere. So make sure that you develop and learn this thing. Your mindset is everything. And one thing that these guys have in common is that they share the same mindset, the mindset of abundance. They know that it is possible. They know and they are expecting and they are working to get more out of life. So I'm asking you, what do you want out of life? Because in the end, it's about what you want out of life. If you can ask life, there's a quote from Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. It says, it's a quote from another author. It says, I become life for a penny, and life will pay no more. But if only I asked life for more than a penny, life would have willingly paid. So I'm asking you, how much do you want from life? And make sure you have a clear goal what exactly you want out of life. It's one thing to say banal things and common things like I want to be rich, I want to be famous, but knowing exactly how much you want, okay, and setting it as a target, writing it in your room, so that when you wake up, it's the first thing that you see, is one way for you to reach your goals. And I want you to be successful, a young entrepreneur who is making money and going global and giving impact. And I'll see you in the next one. I'm rooting for you. Peace.